Well, finding a parking place can cause major headaches in our growing Colorado, even in smaller cities. Good evening, I'm Tom Mustin.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Allen. The city of Greeley came up with a parking solution, but people who live there call it a cash grab.
Denver 7's Lance Hernandez is hearing both sides tonight. Lance, it's an issue really a lot of cities are facing these days.
It is. Like many Colorado cities, Greeley is trying to create turnover downtown so the same people aren't hogging spaces in the city center all day long. Parking is free for the first 2 hours. You have to pay through an app if you want to stay longer. The city using new technology to enforce the new rules.
I started delivering for Amazon a few months ago, and even down here it's become a problem because we have nowhere to park.
Alex Earl, not a fan of the new rules.
We can be in and out within 2 seconds, and it doesn't really matter. We can still get ticketed within that.
Greeley launched its new parking management system in April, creating orange zone parking to increase turnover in high-use areas downtown. Parking is free in the orange zone for the first 2 hours on weekdays. If you want to stay longer, you have to pay through the Passport parking app. If you don't want to pay, you have to move your vehicle at least 2 blocks or out of the orange zone. The city using license plate recognition technology to enforce the new rules.
How do you know what zone to move to? And if you don't have an app to park your car, what do you do?
One resident who suffers from COPD told me by phone that she lives in a second-story apartment above a shop on 8th Street. She says it's a pain to have to move her car every 2 hours.
I go down, walk a block or two to get the car, move it to another space about 3-4 blocks down, and then walk all the way back home and up the stairs again. So it's ridiculous.
Carol Keckler says she'd like to see downtown residents get a break. One resident so frustrated by the new system, he launched a petition drive to get things changed. Nick Rivette calls the orange zone absurdly large and says the new parking policy is overly aggressive.
Now, the city plans to host a downtown parking open house from 4 to 6:30 p.m. on December 4th. The goal to share data, proposed adjustments, and to get feedback. Mr. Rivette says he believes the day and time were chosen to deliberately limit the turnout. Lance Hernandez, Denver 7.